Well, I listened to General Mchunu when he was talking about that meeting at Given Screw, and I have respect for him, even when I don't agree with what he said. He said the only thing he picked up there was Advocate Pikoli, my special advisor, lecturing to them something about the role. And he didn't say, I said, I no longer sleep well because of this, and they must go and design and do something about what was in the main worrying me as Minister of Police. And I said these things. And there are 4 categories of matter. You have organized murders or assassinations. You have taxi. You have political killings. You have personal killings. This, according to the Global Initiative study that was released in April this year. And you can't beat it. It's factual. It gives you high percentages for organized crimes. It's about 35%. And the other one for taxi violence is 34%. And then political killings is about 24% and 7% for personal. Now, if you are Minister of Police, you are made to preside currently over 120 billion rand. You've got to think about the most effective way of distributing and using resources. Now, if you keep on funding one unit somewhere in one corner of the country, even if they do well, they are not going to deal with criminality in the Cape Flats. Our consciences are going to be washed on an hourly basis. I will get to that when I get to reasons why I took the decision to disband the political killings task team. Because every time there's a death in the Cape Flats, you are asked, what are you doing about it? You can't say, I have the political killings task team, which is operating in one corner, and killings are happening also in another corner and other corners. And so what we are trying to address is to be even-handed over and above this when we dealt with the structure. We said, in our assessment, SAPS doesn't have a sharp and good capacity on the combative side. In other words, you have policing uniform all over, but criminals out there are getting organized, they are getting armed, and they are dangerous. You now have to increase capacity of SAPS in that regard to confront them. The fact that we don't have, this is why Cape Flats is so stubborn, continuing, is because we don't have the machinery to face them, those who are carrying guns in the Cape Flats. So we're going to come to Western Cape every time and make excuses that no, we're trying. I mean, something like 400 people die here in the Western Cape in 4 months, 3 months. And what do we do when we're confronted by the portfolio committee? We say we note. We say we note, we're trying. But in reality, when you go to sleep alone as Minister of Police, your conscience doesn't give you peace because you are aware that you are not doing much. We can't keep on saying Enanda is a problem as if it was as if God, when he created the world, he said people in Nanda must die and they must die permanently. In the south of Johannesburg, El Dorado Park, Rivali, people must die on a permanent basis. That is not God's plan. And it is not in keeping with the Constitution of the Republic. And if you are given a task to be Minister of Police, you've got to be anxious and keen to end that. It must worry. That's why I convened a meeting on the 22nd of November of the National Commissioners, deputies, and provincial commissioners, and said to them, once the watch ticks 1 o'clock or 1:30 in the morning, I lose my sleep because of the increasing number of people, the rate of murder in the country, because of drugs, and because of proliferation of firearms. That's why the meeting was convened, and that's what I said.